Hello, my name is Kai, and today we'll be downing Tortos, the Tortoise boss. Tortos is a one-phase fight with repeating abilities. You'll start off fighting Tortos alone. Regularly, he'll cast Quake Stomp. This will stun all players for 1 second, deal 65% of their maximum health, and cause rocks to fall from the ceiling. Like every other rock fall in the game, there's a circle on the ground and a falling rock animation to mark the impact site. Don't stand there. Keep the Tortoise tank topped off. Every 8 to 10 seconds, Tortos will use Snapping Bite, which does a huge amount of physical damage and could kill your tank. Every 45 seconds, Tortos will cast Furious Stone Breath. This will kill everyone almost instantly. To interrupt Stone Breath, a turtle must be kicked into Tortos while he's casting. After being hit by a turtle, mobs get the debuff Shell Concussion that increases their damage taken by 25%. This works for Tortos or any bats. Alright, so every 60 seconds, Tortos will summon 3 Whirl Turtles. These spinning turtles will enter the room through Tortos' legs and spin quickly at a randomly selected target till they strike them. Then they'll stop, change targets, and spin off. Being hit by a Whirl Turtle will deal minor damage and throw you in the air. Avoid this as much as possible. Whirl Turtles can be slowed, but not stunned or rooted. Once the turtle is brought to 1% life, it will hide in its shell and stop moving. It will also become kickable. Every 30 seconds, a group of vampiric cave bats will enter the fight. They have normal aggro tables and should be tanked close to Tortos, usually by the right or left foot, opposite of the Tortos tank. It's helpful to have the healer who grabs the most aggro stand near the bat tank, so the bats move in that direction naturally. It makes picking them up easier. Melee DPS are always on bat duty. By keeping the bats close to Tortos, Melee's AoE and cleaves will hit Tortos as well. His hitbox is enormous. The bat's only special ability is called Drain the Weak. If their target is below 350,000 life, they'll be healed for 50 times the damage they deal, so keep the bat tank topped off or the bats will heal forever. Alright, let's put it all together. Range will focus on the turtles. It helps to have one person be the turtle chooser, and the other range can assist off them to focus down the turtles. Another person will be your turtle kicker. They must watch closely the Furious Breath timer and be ready to kick the turtle right as, or if the turtle is far away, right before the breath goes off. To kick, target a down turtle. Your extra action button will light up, and using it will kick the turtle. Whichever way you're facing, that's the way the turtle will go. There's a big green arrow animation to help you see where it will fly. Remember, Tortos has that enormous hitbox, and it's okay to hit him in the foot rather than in the face. If you can, try and kick turtles through the bats to get them down faster by applying the debuff. You can also use extra turtles to specifically hit bats to put more damage on them. Do not stand on top of tanks, ever. Rockfalls focus on players, and it's crappy to drop extra rockfalls on top of your tanks. Avoid them. For the healers out there, tanks will take a lot of damage, and neither can be allowed to get low. The bite will murder your main tank, and Drain the Weak will keep the bats alive forever if the bat tank is allowed to get low. Because your healers need to keep so much time on the tanks, it's important for DPS not to take stupid damage. Do not get hit by rocks, and avoid turtles as much as possible. They are quick little buggers on their own, so slow them. Traps, snowballs, conch shot, whatever you need to do. Melee are going to be concerned mostly with bats. Make sure your cleaves are hitting Tortos. If there are no bats, you can be on Tortos himself. Generally, you don't want to go off into Siberia chasing after turtles. The only exception is the very first spawn of turtles. The first breath comes so quickly after the first set of turtles, range may not get down the first turtle fast enough to kick the interrupt. It's good to have melee help with turtle number 1. Slow the crud out of him so you can keep up, then go over to bat duty. And hey, we're all helpful. Range can help the melee out. If you have a quick AoE like an explosive trap or a multi-shot serpent sting thing that survival hunters do, slap that on the bats. Less bats is less damage on the bat tank, which is always a bonus. That is pretty much it. This is a simple fight, but it's easy to screw up. A bad turtle kicker will wipe you instantly. Healers will need to get used to the way the tanks take damage and keeping them topped off. They'll drop quickly, so be vigilant. To other aspiring turtle kickers out there, Tortos is the first boss in the second half of the Throne of Thunder LFR. You can just queue up and go in, do Tortos, even if you're not going to get loot because you've already done him, and practice your turtle kicking. It's not a mechanic that really exists anywhere else in the game for you to practice. I did. I went to LFR 3 or 4 times and practiced turtle kicking before coming to Tortos, and I recommend you do it too, because if you miss, you're going to kill everyone, and you probably will miss 1 or 2 times, but practice. When you have a turtle that's far away from Tortos, you may need to kick a second or 2 before the stone breath starts, because the turtle needs to travel across the room to Tortos. And you'll notice right when you start a kick, they don't actually move for the first couple seconds, and then they slide. You will have extra turtles. If you find that you're getting overwhelmed, don't worry about using them to put the debuff on the bats. But if you're getting good at the turtle kicking, that is a good thing to use your extra turtles on. Kick them at the bats so they take more damage, or kick them just at Tortos so he takes 25% extra damage. The debuffs last 20 seconds, so you can keep applying it throughout the fight. That's all the advice I have for you. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope you enjoyed kicking the crap out of some turtles and tortoises because they're different. As always, my name is Kiye, and happy looting!
So many turtles.